How to repair larger holes in drywall. Using nothing but a piece of drywall, a utility knife, measuring tape, drywall compound, a 5 drywall mud knife, you too can repair holes up to 12 in diameter. Steps. 1. Find a piece of drywall that is at least 2 bigger on all 4 sides, that is the same thickness of the existing drywall, max size 12. 2. Cut out the damaged area of the existing drywall to a perfect square, even on all sides. Be sure that you remove all damaged drywall. 3. Measure the size of the hole. Doing this means that later you can just cut and transfer the measurements onto the backside or brown side of the piece of drywall that you are going to use, making sure that there is that 2 perimeter around the square. 4. Once the measurements have been applied, cut from edge to edge of the drywall so that you have a square in the middle and a 2 perimeter around the square. The back should look like a number sign #. 5. Gently break the outer 2 area of the gypsum, the white powder substance in between the 2 pieces of paper that make up drywall, and the brown paper off. Clean the excess, being careful not to damage the white side of paper on the drywall. After doing this, you should have a square the same size as your hole with a 2 border of just the paper from the drywall left over. Be sure that the patch fits in the hole before proceeding to the next step. If it is too small, that is acceptable. If it is too big, trim the brown side of the patch to match the hole. 6. Take some pre-mixed light drywall compound and put it in a small pail and mix about 1/8 of water into compound and stir till the consistency is like pancake batter. The amount is dependent on the size of hole. Use the idea that you can always mix more, or if you mix it right you can use it on other projects. 7. Apply the mud onto the brown side of your patch, to strip that is around your square patch and around the hole on the wall. 8. Take your patch and place it in the hole so that the piece drywall is level with your existing wall, with lots of mud in between the patch and wall. 9. Take your 5 drywall mud knife and remove all excess mud. By doing so, you will make the patch stick to the wall by removing the excess mud. Note, you will know that you are done when the patch is level with the wall. 10. Put a coat of mud, about 1/8 thick, on the entire perimeter of the drywall patch, making sure that all of the paper portion of the 2 strip is coated. Let dry overnight. 11. Lightly sand and apply a final coat. This is where you take your time and make sure that you don't have too much sanding. 12. Final sand happens in 2 days from start to finish, and after painting is complete it is worth the effort. One term for this is a California patch. Tips. Cover all electronic devices while sanding, and if you are doing a big drywall job in your house, try to isolate that area and if possible, install a window fan to remove dust particles, and 1 month after the renovation change your furnace filter so that those dust particles are not recycled by your family. Trying to match the paint to paint that is over 2 years old is next to impossible. So to conceal your patch so that it is not visible, paint the entire affected wall corner to corner, that way you will not see your patch. Warnings. Always wear a dust particulate mask whenever you are sanding and put a hat on. Things. Piece of drywall, too bigger than your hole and the same thickness of existing drywall. 5 drywall mud knife. Drywall all-purpose joint compound. Utility knife. Sanding sponge, fine med. Dust particulate mask. Measuring tape.